Some people say that keeping your marriage together when you're an entrepreneur, when you're a business owner, having a happy marriage is one of the most difficult tasks you will ever face. I don't know if I agree with that assessment, but I know that no marriage is perfect. Today is my 15th wedding anniversary, and today we are happier than we ever been. But throughout the times we have some challenges, and we learn to overcome some things. You know, I made mistakes when we first started. I used to program a lot back in 2003 when my wife and I started, and I used to lock myself in a room Friday afternoon after I left my Air Force service when I used to work day shift, and come out on Sunday because I used to program all weekend. You might not be to that extreme, but from time to time there are things that you and I will do that they don't sit well with our spouses. And the idea of having an unhappy wife, I think it's safe to say that you or I don't want to have an unhappy wife. I don't think so. I certainly don't. But here's a few things that I've learned with time in these 17 years that have contributed to a happier marriage, a better relationship with my wife, and overall, because it all translates a better business, more income, a happier life, period. And the first one that comes to mind is having a not to-do list. You know, saying what things I need to say no more often. A lot of people focus on what I need to do, what is going to be my to-do list, things that I need to do, but sometimes you might not be focusing on things that you are doing that you should not be doing. You know, are you taking too many projects? That was one of my mistakes. I used to be in Toastmaster. I used to be in a lot of Air Force events or volunteering here and there and having my mind in 7 different projects when I should have said no more often or delegate more things. That's something that I still try to do, delegate more and more and more, especially with local businesses when I can support them. Instead of me trying to be the chokehold for the business just to keep the momentum, just spread the love and just give as many videographers, photographers, and local promotional companies more work instead of just me trying to do everything. Or just be the one-stop shop or the jack of all trades, which you and I know that really doesn't exist. That's the first one that comes to mind. The second one is charge what you're worth. Now, this is going to be more difficult, but that's one of the most common questions. How much should I charge? That's one of the most common challenges that I see entrepreneurs and business owners face. The idea, just like anything, supply and demand, become really good at something and make sure that the demand for your service and your time is there, and just keep increasing the price until you get to a point where you either feel uncomfortable for charging that amount or that's where you want to cap it. And I will tell you for a fact, my prices have been increased steadily at least once a year, sometimes more. And I never, since I started my business, my marketing business, I haven't decreased my prices because the demand for my time and my attention has increased. That's something that charge what you're worth. In the same lines, don't have just one income stream. You know, there are so many options out there. I'm a firm believer of affiliate income. Amazon makes it extremely easy. I don't know why more business owners don't use that extra percentage for anything. Remember, most of the things that you want to do, whether it's going to Disney World or just like go to Stone Mountain like we just did, all that takes extra cash. I had to refill my RV 3 times. Let's say that was $100 per trip. I have to pay for the spot over there. We have to get some snow boots. Then you gotta buy for gas. Everything takes money. So whether it's affiliate income or consulting services or a digital product or a book that I'm selling on Amazon, whatever it is, an additional income stream is nice. It's nice. You know, it's just nice. Create family boundaries. Most of the videos I create in my home office. Sometimes from time to time, I also bring partners and I have meetings in my office. One thing that my family have learned, my kids know, is that when my door is closed, they don't make any noises in the hallway. There's no big bangs or loud voices outside, because most likely I'm recording a video. Those are when I bring people to my home office and they notice that, that's one of the biggest props I get. It's like, I wish I would implement this. I want to do this, what you're doing. However, with this caveat, don't abuse it. I don't abuse it. I leave the door open most of the time, because one of the perks of being at home is that they can talk to me, they can reach me, I'm available to them. However, when I'm closing the door, they know I'm in business, and I don't want to be interrupted. The next one is about take more vacation, more mini vacations more often. Again, it takes money, but that's something that it's been refreshing to us as a couple. 3 days to, long weekend, 3 days to 4 days, more of those mini vacations. They're great. And at least one big vacation per year. What I'm talking about, at least from 10 days to 30 days. That's the longest I think we've taken. But on average, it's about 10 days. And we just, come back with I come back with a clear mind, especially when we go to these places that have crappy Wi-Fi or cell phone signal, that I'm forced to just be outside, because for full transparency, I'm not that much of an outdoor person. My wife is, but I am not. But she enjoys it. I go out, and what I do is I bring the camera and I improve my photo skills. I practice what I want to practice on my own personal time. I do videos. So I still take pictures of our adventures together, and I preserve them for memory. And from time to time, I catch the kids flipping through the photos on the Apple TV, and that it feels they're like when you and I don't know how old, but my mom used to have these books that we used to flip and just look back to memories, and that's the same way I see my kids looking through those. The next one that comes to mind is helping more in the house. And now, again, for full transparency, in these days I do a little bit less than what I used to do before. At the beginning, I used to cook quite often. Now I don't as much. I'm more reliant on HelloFresh, things like that. But I used to do the dishes. I used to do a lot of laundry in the house. Now, my oldest one is responsible to do the dishes. Every night, the little one takes the trash when it's full out of all the bathroom. They do their own, they wash their own clothes, and they alternate on cleaning their own bathroom 1 week here and 1 week there. Now, do they clean the bathroom 100%? No, but that's less thing that my wife and I have to do. And, cutting the grass and washing the cars. And here's why I don't delegate those. I used to have a house cleaner, but here's why I don't delegate them anymore. What I found is that these small tasks have help improve the communication and the relation between my wife and I. And here's why. We have disagreement, we have small problems and challenges that we have to overcome, whether it's fixing something in the yard, putting some lights, or painting the house. And because these tasks really have little importance when compared to the bigger picture, like money problems, the challenges are small, but what it helps is to improve how we communicate and how we solve problems as a team together. And when the big challenges appear, it's like nothing. We don't disrespect each other. We know how to communicate. It's been really good. So the small tasks, the honey to-do list, the home chores, help improve the relationship by just allowing us to learn how to communicate better throughout time, because it didn't happen overnight. And the last one, that one is work, is have lunch dates as often as possible. When my wife used to work in the hospital, because now she's at home, I support the whole family, but when she used to work in the hospital, I used to go and just go to the cafeteria, take her for lunch, even if it was on a table outside, even if it was in the, because she was working at a pharmacy in the hospital, and she will, whether it's inside or take it out in a lunch. I used to do more lunch dates back then. Now she's at home, so we just eat at the house without the kids. And that, I know it was really refreshing for her. But here's the key. It's not just about having lunch and just talking about anything. It's we plan for the future. And I know, I was going to say I think, but I know that that made a huge difference in our relationship. Always looking for a brighter future. Not that I don't like what I have, but life can always be better. I'm happy, my friend. I'm not social media happy. I'm actually happy. And I hope you take one of these two nuggets that you haven't applied and you apply them, and you let me know if they work. Because at the end of the day, I know it's safe to say that nobody wants to be unhappy. Nobody wants to have an unhappy relationship. And we all want the opposite. We want to be happy, and we want our business to thrive. And if we have a happy wife, we have a happy life and a happy business, and we have better results because everything is just in sync and working like it's supposed to work. Anyway, my friend, I hope you're having a fantastic day. The best day ever. If I forget anything, just leave me a comment, or actually share any advice that you think I should try when it comes to marriage. And I know some lines we don't want to cross, and because we don't want to tell other people how to live their lives. But I can tell you for a fact that this is not research. These are things that we do and we have done, and it works, and we have a happy marriage. So if I can pass some knowledge that I gained in the last 17 years and help you in any way, I will gladly, happily do so. With that said, my friend, I hope you're having a fantastic day. The best day ever. See you in the next video. Peace out.